I find Keenmind very useful in the practical setting of patients where people are sometimes unsure of the use of medication, especially stimulants. They sometimes are scared of the effects of stimulants. I found that it works very well. Patients get good effects on it. For me, the big thing about using medication that has central effects is that it has a good effect on their self-image. Keenmind gives the child that security and that confidence in their work, and it gives them the feeling that they're doing well, and they do well.
I have to say is that it's the first time ever I've been to a scientific meeting where they actually scientifically look at one of the natural things. So I think that to me is a very important thing, that one must really see the value in that. I think that the second thing is the data that was presented, as well as the credibility of the research and the institute where it was done, is just so enormous. It's really on par with normal clinical research that I'm used to. It should have the normal clinical program where they look first of all at efficacy in various areas. This looks like what they've done.
I asked the professor at the end of the talk if there's any research done in the neuromodulatory effect of Keenmind. He said that they don't have any research available, and I'm excited to know that what's going to be in the future, and in terms of where it's going, how long to take the medication, when do we stop the medication, when do we see permanent effects of the medication. And that's what I'm excited about to see, is when you use the medication for 2 or 3 years and you see some permanent changes in the brain.
We need to look at comparisons, compare it with other medicines that's currently on the market, look at monotherapy with the drug, with Keenmind, as well as perhaps augmentation, using it with other medicines for cognitive problems. I wouldn't really say it's an alternative. I think, when you look at the data that they presented in terms of the cognitive improvements, both in children, ADHD, and the elderly, in terms of memory and all of that they spoke about, there is a definite advantage. I think one needs to think about it as not perhaps a first line, but as really one of the medicines that we've got to help with cognitive problems.